Twitter is making a lot of changes this week. Along with a new checkmark system, the company has a new crypto-inspired logo. And while Elon Musk puts a bounty to find the source of a robot network that he says has been targeting certain users, will it work to turn things around at Twitter? Bruce Croxon is the co-founder of Round 13 Capital. And I'm going to check. I think I still have my blue check mark. I do, yeah.
You got grandfathered.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
a celebrity. Well, I've got mine too, and it isn't because I've been incredibly active on the system. I can tell you that because.
And you haven't tweeted at him to piss him off.
To be honest, I've lost a bit of interest, and I'm upset about the whole thing. You know, this guy to me is. Arguably the greatest entrepreneur of all time. I'm so full of admiration for what he's done with Tesla and sending rockets to the moon and throwing the Tesla, car up in space. And he is groundbreaking guy. And when I look back on this timeline of Twitter, Amber, I'm looking for something in the string of decisions he's made that make any sense. And I can't find any.
So I'm not a VC and, I don't have any tech background, but I can just tell you as a user, it's worse and it sucks, right? Everything he does just seems like something I don't want and makes the user experience worse. And to your point, it's coming from a guy, I remember the first time I was in a Tesla and it was like, I am in a car that was designed by somebody who thought of me first. Little things like when you open the door, the sound goes down. So if you're blasting, just like really
leading
little
edge
things.
Stuff.
It was like
software being downloaded to your car to get updated on.
Like it was
leading
just like,
edge stuff.
This guy gets me.
So on the Tesla front,
and on Twitter, it's like, what are you doing?
So on the Tesla front, he made something that consumers wanted and they lapped it up. On the Twitter front, to hear you just say what you said, that you're frustrated with the user experience, goes right to you're not using it and you're not engaged. Advertisers are not going to be there. And that's what the whole business model is premised on. So the advertisers are leaving. You cut staff,
I'll tell you, I was just in Jamaica. And so obviously my phone knew that. And then on Twitter, I'm getting ads for Sagicor, which is the bank there. But it's like, that's a miss.
You're thinking of opening an account?
Right, like that's a miss. Like talk to me about places I can go.
Okay, so that's an algorithm.
Tourism.
Here's what's going on. That's an algorithm issue, and I could give you 27 other examples where the technology is falling short. Why is that? How do you go from 7,500 employees down to 2,000, right, and hope that the experience is going to be the same? Now, look, like a lot of tech companies, they were a little bloated. Right? But don't forget, when he took this thing over, they were within sniffing distance of EBITDA positive. Even though their revenue per employee was going down, they'd overhired, it was mismanaged. In hindsight, and God, it's easy to do, man. The guy was like, he was out over his skis, too busy, didn't want to do the deal in the first place, and then panicked and started to do these rifle shot things that blew up in his face, picking a store fight with Apple, etc. But wouldn't the thing to have been done would have been to tweak a little bit, cut some staff, keep the advertisers happy, don't make any radical proclamations about, letting everybody back on the platform.
He's got an idea. Blah, blah. We're discovering he has an ideology as well. And it seems like that's running the show. It's
going to cost him a lot of money, this ideology. $44 billion down to $20 billion is what they marketed internally to the employees in terms of stock options. He's like, that's 20. I mean, math isn't the quickest, but that's $24 billion. In a very relatively short period of time.
How many billions does one person really need? You could probably live a good life on just one.
But Twitter was it's a breakthrough product that we enjoyed.
It's one of the reasons I have a burgeoning career as an influencer on Instagram. At Bay Street Amber, but I would never have. I'm trying to make finance happen on Instagram, and it's not gaining traction at all.
It's not the same.
Because it was so good for finance Twitter, for like niche areas of real time, and to your point, it's so sad. So what happens next? What do you think?
I think
why hasn't like Mastodon? Why hasn't a rival service taken off?
Well, it's not. I think. Primarily because it's not as easy as it looks. There is a lot to this. There is a lot of investment in the Twitter platform. There is a lot of investment in making sure the algorithm presents media as a service and not just having any random person say whatever they want. It takes work, money, expense. Elon is almost out of it. right, in terms of operating profit or contribution. There isn't any. So it's either going to come out of his checkbook or Twitter's done.